Hi guys, my name is Sophia. I'm 8 years old. Today I'm going to talk about Demon Dentist by David Williams. You can see Demon Dentist. So let's start. Demon Dentist. Beware. This is a horror story with quite a lot of made-up words. Meet the characters in the story. Alfie, a boy with rotten teeth. Dad, Alfie's dad. Gabs, a little girl. Miss Root, a dentist. Fangs, her cat. Mrs. Hare, a science teacher. Winnie, a social worker. Raj, a news agent. PC Plank, a policeman. Text boy, a boy who never stops texting. Mr. Gray, a headmaster. Mr. Snot, a drama teacher. Mr. Morrissey, an old lady. A simple case of toothache. Alfie hated going to the dentist. As a result, the boy's teeth was almost all yellow. The ones that weren't yellow were brown. They bore the stains of all the goodies the children loved. But dentists hate sweets, fizzy drinks, chocolate. The teeth that were neither yellow nor brown were simply weren't there anymore. They had fallen out. One had been to a toppy and stayed there. A sort of flavored chews had claimed others. This is what young Alfie looks like when he smiled. You see? Here. This is Alfie when he smiled. See? Yeah, you can see his rotten teeth. That's because this 12-year-old boy hasn't gone to the dentist since he was very little. Alfie's last visit was when he was around 6. It was a simple case of toothache, but it ended in disaster. The dentist was an ancient man, Mr. Erstwhile. Despite his good intentions, Mr. Erstwhile, should have retired many years before. The dentist looked like a tortoise, an old tortoise at that. He wore glasses so thick that it made his eyes appear to be the size of a tennis ball. Mr. Erstwhile told Alfie the tooth in question was rotten. A fallen wouldn't save it out, and unfortunately had no option but to take it out. The dentist yanked and yanked and yanked with his huge steel forceps. But the tooth wouldn't come. Mr. Erstwhile even rested his foot on the chair by Alfie's head to lever himself against it to wrench tooth out. But it still wouldn't come. The ancient dentist then exhaled the help instructed to hold on to him and tug as hard as she could. Even the tooth wouldn't come. Soon, the hefty representative, Mr. Veal, was asked to step into the room to help. Mr. Veal waited more than Mr. Erstwhile and Mr. Brick put together, but even with all her blouses, the tooth wouldn't come. Just then, the dentist had an idea and ordered Mr. Brick to fetch some particularly thick dental floss. He carefully tied the floss around the forceps and looped it around Mr. Veal's ample frame. The dentist then instructed his receptionist to leap down of the window on the count of 3. But even with all Mrs. Veal's immense weight, yanking on the boy's tooth wouldn't come. With poor young Alfie still lying in terror on the dentist's chair, Mr. Erstwhile stepped into his waiting room to request reinforcements. The growing crowd of patients waiting to be seen are all called upon to assist, young and old, fat and thin, and the elderly dentist needed all the help he could get. Nevertheless, even with a lengthy human chain and an army of yankers, the tooth stayed. Well and truly put. But this time, poor little Alfie was in great distress. The pain of having his tooth pulled out was 100 times worse than the toothache. However, Mr. Erstwhile was determined to finish what he had started. Setting profusely, the thirsty dentist took a large swig of mouthwash and gripped onto the forces as tightly as he could. Finally, after what seems like days, weeks, even months of janking, Alfie heard a defeating crunch. His dentist had gripped so hard he had crushed the tooth, exploded to thousands of tiny fragments inside Alfie's mouth. With the ordeal finally over, Mr. Erstwhile and his helpers were lying in a tangled heap on the surgery floor. "Well done, everyone," he announced as Agent Mr. Prig helped him to his feet. "Oh, that too is just a stubborn little blighter." Just then, Alfie realized something. He still has toothache. The dentist had taken out the wrong tooth. So, this is the end of chapter 1. See you next time, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click on the bell, and do whatever is nice for the video. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye. Demon Dentist, here I come, chapter 2.